Good day everyone, you welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rachel, a sewing mistress from Ado Ekiti, Nigeria. Today I'm going to teach you how to make the upper part of a gown. We refer to it as a bustier or padded dress. But today I'm going to be dealing with only the upper part, how to make the cup and how to do the necessary measurements. The measurement I'm working with, the bust is 41.5, the waist is 36.5, the bust point is 11, and the bust span is 8. I will be telling us how to apply this measurement. This is the tools I'm working with. This is my pattern paper, this is my marker, this is the measurement tape, ruler, and the paper scissors. So the next thing I'm going to do, I've done some of the necessary horizontal lines that I need to apply. Here is the upper part. This is our starting point, the top line. I've made the armhole line. This is the bust point line, under bust and waist. But for emphasis sake, let me, from the upper part, from the bust point, I measure from the bust point, from the shoulder downward, I measure 11, and the bust point is 11. That is from the seat of the neck to the nipple. That is 11. So from the bust, from the shoulder too, I measure from upward downward, I measure 14 to my under bust. That is the measurement from the seat of the neck, or from the shoulder down to where the bust ends, under the bust. Also, this line indicates the waistline. And how do we get our waistline? That is the full front length from the shoulder down to the waist. Some people call it half length. So from the shoulder downward, I measure 17. So these are the lines. So here is the side, here is the center of the pattern, and this is going to be the side of the pattern. I've measured the armhole, and the armhole I worked with was 8.9, though I mark 9.9. 1 inch will be for the shoulder point, and the shoulder I measure from the center inward was 15, and I divided 15 by 2. Gave me 7.5. So from the center I measure it in, then where it ends I measured the 9.5, though I make it 10, I make it should be 8.9, but I measure 9.9. so 1 inch will be for the shoulder slope. So let me quickly measure the shoulder slope. 1 inch for the shoulder slope. So from here to here is going to be our armhole line. So the next thing I'm going to do is I will place the measurement. Don't forget that we're doing padded dress, but I'm going to only teach us the upper part of the padded, so that you know how to cut the cup of the bust. So the bust is 41.5. I divided it into 4. It gave us 10.375. So from the center I measure 10.375, then plus 2.5 inches allowance, because this upper part we are going to insert our pad, and we are going to make that, and the allowance that will be, and the sewing allowance the 2.5 will take care of it. So from here to here is 10.375 plus 2.5 inches allowance. Then I will come to the waist. I will apply the measurement of the waist. The waist I'm working with is 36.5. If we divide it by 4, it will give us 9.125 plus 2.5 inches allowance. So let me now mark those areas that I have. That is that. So now I want to shape the armhole. Shaping of the armhole, I will move up at this angle. I just move upward. This will enhance us to shape the line of the armhole. So at this corner, at the meeting point of this armhole, I will move up by 2.5 because the bust is 41.5. If it is a bigger bust, I can move up by 3, or better still, you can locate the middle of the armhole then to enhance your shaping. That is just the purpose. So I will consider my across chest. The across chest I'm working with is 12.5. Then I will blend it to the armhole, then connect it to where my shoulder slope will start from. So that is that. So now the next thing is to make our cup. But the first thing we are going to do is to split the center from the side. How do we do that? We make use of our bust span, and the bust span I'm working with is 4. I will measure 4 this way. On the bust point line, I will measure 4 too. Then connect the line together. Connect the line together. Then, I told us that we're going to look for the middle of our armhole. Then how do we do that? We trace the total of the armhole, we trace it to the edge, and this is 13. The middle of 13 will give us 6.5. So here will be 6.5. Then I will connect this. If you can't do it manually, you can use your French cuff to do that until you are perfect on how to do it manually. So which I have just done. So this is going to be our process that we are going to use to form our cup. So now I will try and cut this part off. But before I cut it off, let me shape the neck. I'm going to make a round neck. Then I'm using 3.5 by 4. 3.5 by 4. I'll connect the lines together. Then I'll form an angle 90 to enhance my shaping. So on this line, I'll just move up like 1 inch and connect it this way. Then from the neck, then I'll connect it to my armhole. That will be the shoulder slant. So having done that, then neatly I will cut this part off. So I want to cut the parts that But before I separate this part, I'm going to repeat all what I labeled on this part on it, so that it will assist me to take other decisions in future. This is my bust point, under bust and waistline. So having done that, then I will separate this and work on it later. So now, the most important part that gives most people little challenge is this part that I want to do. Now, you know, I've separated the center. Here is the center that I separated from this princess cut. So I'll put it aside. Then this plain paper, I'm just inserting it at the front. I will insert it at the front. So I've inserted this small paper at the center of the princess cut. So this is the paper I inserted. This is just the paper tape that I used to gum this part together. So the next thing I'm going to do are these bust points. Let me just extend the line so that you will understand better. I will extend this line this way. Extend the lines. I will extend the lines. Then the next thing I'm going to do now are these bust points. I will move in. I will move out by 1.5. From this edge, I will move out by 1.5. That is that. Don't forget that this is our under bust. This is our bust point, and whatever we will have here, I will measure the distance. This is 2.5. Then I will bring it up and mark it at the upper bust. All these will enhance our shaping. So from the bust point, this line, I move out on the extra paper that I attached 1.5. It depends on how big the bust is. The bust I'm working with is 41.5. If it is a bust that is up to like 46, 45, 50, then I will move out by 2 inches. But if it is bust that is less than 41.5 downward, then I can still make use of 1.5. 1.5 I think is the minimum, or 1.3. The reason is that don't forget you still sew it, and the more excess you add to the bust point, the bigger the bust, or the more the bust will be pushed out. So it has to be moderate, and it shouldn't be under measurements. So now this is my 1.5 that I move out from the bust point. Then from here I'll connect it to this under bust. Then I'll connect it to the upper bust, then to the armhole. Just watch what I'm doing. If you know you are not too good in using a manual drawing, then you can enhance it with your French cuff. So from this point, from the under bust, then I'll connect it to that 1.5 inches I measured out. I've done that. Then I will connect it to this part. If you notice that this place is too sharp, it shouldn't be too sharp, then you need to blend it up so that it won't be too sharp. You need to blend it so that it won't be too sharp. It won't be too sharp. Then from this part now, you have successfully just watch what I'm doing. I'm only trying to smoothen and blend up the cup. So I have done it now. So what I will do is, from this, this is the princess cut on the armhole line. Then I will cut this way. I will cut this way. I will cut it out. Here I've already added the allowance, so there is no need to tamper with the other side of the bust. So I'll cut it off. But meanwhile, before I do that, there is need to emphasize this. At this edge, from here I will move down by 0.5 so that it will enhance the cup to be well shaped. So from this point I will blend it to this line. I will blend it up to this line. From here I will blend it up to this line. Don't forget that this was from here, the one I moved earlier. So whatever I do to this place, then I have to do it on this too. Then from here I will measure 0.5 too. Only at the front side 0.5. Then I will blend it to this place. All these will enhance the cup to push out and to well shaped. So I've removed this part, then it left with this. Then likewise this, I will remove this part too. I will cut it off. Okay. So yeah. And here is the center of the cup dress. So the next thing I'm going to do is, at this point that I want to show us, at the under bust, at this corner, under bust, then you move in again by 0.5, that is 0.5. So from here, from the down part, you connect it to this place to enhance proper shaping under the bust. Then we are going to cut it off. We're going to cut it off. There are so many methods out there, but this is what I used and it worked for me perfectly. It works for me perfectly. So you too, you can try it and see how it will work. This is just how I normally draft my padded bustier cup, and it's really working for me perfectly. So you can try it. Now this is for the front. If I want to use the same pattern now to cut the back, all I have to do is to remove this down part that I attached earlier. Then I'll make use of this. So it's really working for me, and I am glad to share it with you guys. Thanks for watching my video to the end. Don't forget to share, comment, subscribe to my channel. Thank you.